Welcome to beautiful Rice-Eccles Stadium on a Friday night in early September. It's week number 2 of the college football season, and for the 112th time in their storied history, Utah and Utah State will match up tonight.
Wilson passing again toward the end zone, and incomplete. And that could be an illegal hit toward the helmet.
I think it probably looked worse than it was, but you know, I'm okay. You never really know until the next morning, so ask me that tomorrow morning and I'll tell you. We'll see.
Wilson gives it to Booker. Nope, he keeps it straight ahead, bounces to the outside, to the 5, to the pylon. That's a touchdown. Touchdown, Travis Wilson. What a great read on the option. Keaton steps up, scrambles away from the pressure to the outside, looking down the field, throwing down the field, and it's intercepted. Marcus Williams.
And a flag comes in. Keaton is hurt. My goodness, and that is not what anybody wants to see. He took a hit.
I took a hit. I'm good. It's a game of football. As long as I'm still standing, I got a heartbeat, I'm going to play.
Keaton now delivers the long ball this side for Robinson, who jumps and makes the catch. Did he pull it in? Yes. They say he got his feet down to the 21. He had to look back over his shoulder. Gets it. Keaton looks to the right. Throws it open over the top. Touchdown, Utah State.
Chucky Keaton can hardly even make it to the end zone to celebrate. He's still limping. But
it's conceded. He can't even walk after every other hit, and he gets up and he battles. He's a warrior in every sense of the word. But I love that kid. I'll go to the end with that kid.
Speed option, right-hand side. Travis cuts it back inside. 40, 35, on his feet. 30, 20, 15, 10, and knocked down at the Aggies' 7-yard line. We'll see what happens. Kendall Thompson walking out on the field right now. Travis Wilson laying on his back at the 3-yard line.
Hey, you know, we got a great quarterback in Kendall, too, so I was like, okay, next guy picks up the rifle.
You can't sit there and cry and whine about losing a quarterback. You use next guy up, and there you go.
Thompson. Outside Booker. He's got the 5. He's got the end zone. It's a touchdown.
Snap. Chucky waits, throws it out to the right side, and a catch made by the Aggies. Flag down on the play. It's a touchdown for Utah State.
Booker and Thompson in the gun. They'll option it. Thompson keeps on the edge, walks it into the end zone for a Utah touchdown. 2 yards for Thompson, and the Utes lead it with 6:35 to play here in the third.
You know, I honestly didn't know how it would feel, you know, taking hits and things like that. So, you know, but, you know, right when I got back out there, everything felt natural again.
I wasn't calling any fair catches.
Covey back to receive the punt. And again, no fair catch signal. Covey wants to return, and he gets away. Covey at the 35 to the 40. The true freshman.
Tremendous. Can't say enough good things about Britton Covey and what he's brought to our football team. He's going to be a weapon for us.
I don't think there's any question. It's the best Utah team I've seen. They're going to win a lot of games in the Pac-12.
Keaton backs up in the shotgun hunt next to him.
The play of the game was the strip sack by Pita Tamwai-Panu.
Keaton rolls to his right. Pressure off the edge. He's hit. The ball's out. The ball's out. Utah's got it. Utah's got it at the 25-yard line. Pressure coming. Throws, juggled. Intercepted. Intercepted. It's intercepted. Gianni Paul with the interception.
Make no mistake about it. That's not Utah State football. We won't ever settle for something less than a win. This program didn't come down here to play good. This program didn't come down here to show improvement over game one. We came down here to win a dadgum ball game. Came up short. I give Utah credit.
Thought Utah State played hard. I think Coach Wells does a phenomenal job with those guys. They're well coached. They're tough, they're disciplined, and they certainly have all our respect.
All right, guys, Utah's defense owned that second half, get a 10-point win, but at halftime, everyone's thinking, woo, this is interesting. Why was it interesting? How'd the Aggies make this fun?
Wow, it was, man. It was so interesting. I want to start by saying this. That was an emotional battle. It pulled me into the emotion of it. Matt Wells had those guys ready right out of the gates, and it was just a dogfight in the pits. As physical a game as I've seen in a long time. And it really, Utah State, like you said, JJ, they stuck in this thing pretty well especially at the beginning.
Yeah, and in that first half, you know, Utah State was making things as if they were going to come out and take the whole thing off. Right out the gate, this Lawan Hunt touchdown comes from Utah being aggressive, 3rd and 7. Marcus Williams is supposed to peel and take the Lawan Hunt on this reception here. No one's behind him. Free touchdown. Knots the game up 7-7. Touchdown right after that was that Van Leeuwen touchdown. But this is where Utah State really started to get the momentum going.
Well, and you know, later we'll talk about them not being as aggressive, and we'll start taking a look at some of the other things that they did. But you know, got caught in aggression just a little bit there. Now, what's interesting is you go into half, it's 14-14. You've lost Wilson, you've lost Dimmick, and you've got to find a spark. Christian, what did Utah do, in your opinion, that really started to catch that spark?
You know, and the first drive out the gate with Kendall Thompson, he has the experience. He won some games on the road against UCLA. And this play in particular, it was 2nd and 7. This play to Britton Covey kind of sets the tone for, hey, we're going to keep fighting. We're going to make this game legitimate, and we're going to come out and score. Utah State gets caught up in this zone read. He plays Devontae Booker too hard. This is the first time I've seen the throwing option. And has Britton Covey wide open in space. He makes the plays. He's the playmaker, and that's where you get out of that play. You
know, you look at who they go to get a little spark. They go to Britton Covey. They go to the freshman to get a little bit of spark, and I think that's spectacular. That says a lot about what they think of Britton Covey. You need a spark. You got a new quarterback. You're losing some personnel. Go to Britton Covey. So great play here. Now, one thing that we were talking about is the defense being more aggressive early in the game. They got less aggressive, and John Pease, the defensive coordinator, started letting his defensive line just make plays. Put an edge rusher in to start that.
And you see Peta T. He's a hybrid speed rusher out of Timpview, and you'll see just in this first little step here, he has an extreme burst. He's got a freshman tight end he's already outbeat him with his speed. No one on the backside. Chucky Keaton doesn't even see him coming, and that's the difference between Pease and Kalani, where Kalani last year was real aggressive with his blitzes and sending 7 guys. John Pease is a little more laid back in terms of letting his pass rushers work and getting the plays late in the game.
Got aggressive there with one guy. Fantastic game.
All right, guys, nice job. Thanks for breaking it down, and we'll do it again next week.